Let me check. Do 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 do. Am I not live? Eh? Am I not live? Am I not live? What? Achoo! Sorry guys. Achoo! Sorry guys. Yeah. I think it's working. Hello guys. So code evolution. Nested dynamic routes.
Let's build on our knowledge of dynamic routes and dive into nested dynamic routes. In real-world applications, you will often come across scenarios where you need to handle multiple dynamic segments in your routes.
So if I go idella try out. Okay. Okay, try out. Da-da-da-da-da. Wait, I was using the one, right? Because I need some sort of assistance. Wait, let me see. Oh, my PC is lagging very much. Because obviously. Da 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 da. Let me just pin this shit. Pin. Okay, let's see.
Consider scenario 5. You want to show product details at /products/1.
Okay, ഇത് ഞാൻ ചെയ്തു തോന്നുന്നു കാരണം അല്ല ഞാൻ ഇപ്പോൾ ചെയ്തുകൊണ്ടിരിക്കുന്നത് let me see. ഇപ്പോൾ ചെയ്തുകൊണ്ടിരിക്കുന്നത് എന്താണെന്ന് വെച്ചാൽ npm oh okay, there you go. So localhost 3000. So I'm just gonna localhost 3000. So it should be compiling, yeah. Oh. Let's see. Isn't it coming? Combined. Comb my hair. Eh? Initial button cannot be a descendant of hydration error. What? What do you mean? Okay, whatever. Let's just ignore that for now. Okay. So I just made this model. I want to get into like the more of the advanced stuff where you can like enter data and mess with the data and stuff. So what I want to do is wait 1 second. Let me just decrease. Okay. So what I want to do is when I click add okay, how to add padding to this. Oh, how to add padding to this. Okay, I'm just gonna use Quen because that is faster. Ask. Okay. How do I add padding to the text area? Don't edit the code, just teach me. Okay, let's see. Okay, text area, type your text area. Method one using tails. Okay, tailwind CSS. I don't know how to use tailwind CSS, but I'm just getting I'm getting used to it. I'm just copy pasting whatever this is. Okay, text area. Where is the text area? Text area placeholder in the Mumbai. Okay. Text area entry placeholder in the Mumbai. Last name is equal to padding -4. I think that's what it's called. Did it add the padding? Sorry. I want to leave a gap above and below the text area. That's what I want to do. To add a space, you need margin. Okay, I need margin. M4. E4 no M4. Okay. Only up and bottom. Only up and bottom. How do I do that? Adds a margin to the top and bottom, only vertical axis. My. Oh, my axis. Okay, that makes sense. Let me add a bit of. Oh, top only. Let's see. Okay. If I add top only 4, then bottom 10. Let's see. Yeah, that is working, I believe. Let me just add 100. Oh, 100 is a bit too much. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Next step. Okay. I want a red cancel button. How do I do that? Chat scene. So chat scene look at it. Commands buttons. Okay. Bro, I think I really like the outline button. Variant outline, is that how you do it? Okay. So where is that button? Add to do. Oh, okay. I'm just gonna add this over there. When I switch over, let's see. Oh. No, not down that. Okay. Add to do. Secondary destructive. Variant is equal to destructive. That's how you do it. Okay. Okay. What I want to do is I want to add a button right next to it, like in a row. Okay. So I want to add a button next to the okay, let me just add this. Okay, like a cancel button. How do I do it? How do I do it? Okay, replace the current bottom structure. I needed to make it div. Looking more precisely, the currently inside a dialog, you need to wrap the button inside a flux container. The button should be contained in a container that displays side by side. Class name flux. Okay, I need to. അപ്പോൾ ഇതിന് എനിക്ക് ഗ്രിഡ് വേണ്ട. Class name grid. Let me just make this into a flux. Let's see what happens. Flux. Text area, type your text class name. my4, y-axis. my4, that's it. But why is it aligning next? Oh, it's just adding this button on. Wait. Okay. Okay, I just need to create a new div for this div. I'll just cut this. Okay, with the div another button and I need another button. First of all, div class name flex gap 2. Okay, flex class 2 and session where button button variant destructive. I think this is it. And then I'm gonna close this button, cancel. Is that how we do it? Okay, I wanna Then this on top first. Okay, add to do, cancel. Okay, let me ask something. Let me ask, okay, let's gonna ask this. How to okay, how to make these buttons takes the max size, max width, and equally resize. Okay, is that what it's called? Okay, don't edit the code, just teach me. I see that you underlined. Okay, looking at your code for equal, flex with full, gap 2. Oh, with full. I just need to add width 2. Oh, wait, okay. Oh my god. Width full. Let's see how it is. Let me just ask the same question again. Don't edit, teach me. Oh, wait. Don't edit, teach me. I'll teach you how to make your maximum width and resizing. Looking at your code, flex utility, gap 2 with full. I just did that, right? X, maybe I'll put that over there. Flex 1, flex 1. Why do I need to add flex 1? Do I need to add flex 1? Oh, wait. Class name flex dash 1. Let me just copy this. Oh, there we go. Okay, this I don't know. Can I move to it? Can I add more? Destructive variant. Can I add 2 variant? Or oh, 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 oh. Bad to do. How does actually a to do add button look like? We don't have a text area, right? Yeah, I don't think we use a text area, because instead we use something like input. Yeah, I think we use input. Yeah, I think we use input, I believe. Disable with label with button. Okay, let me just do this instead. With the button add. Now let me just add a normal to do. Let me just install this first of all. Wait, I want to research how to like actually, what do you say? Add a live subscribe account. How to add live sub account in OBS. Bro, what? Okay, let's see.
Hey there, everybody. This is Wild Goat here from The Adventures of Wild Goat.
My PC is fucking up. It's not the internet, I'm telling you. This is not the internet. We need to do all this shit.
You can come over here into OBS. Everybody's OBS is going to look a little bit different. This is my testing OBS, so it definitely looks a lot different. If you're building everything right in your scenes, I would recommend that you need to watch a bunch of build source right in here, and it's going to kind of bury it. Hold on, let me get this out of the way for you. This is where you're going to put the URL you just copied from your this shut down. Move it around to wherever you want to. This is where you can also edit it a little bit. I'm going to make it bigger, but I'm also going to crop it by clicking the Alt button. It might be different on a Mac.
Okay, okay, let me see. Live subscriber count. See, how do I edit this? Let's see. Bro, what? Okay, there you go. So I just need to copy this and be right back, guys. 1 second. How can I switch? I see it not working. Eh? Wait. What? Yeah, there you go. Hey, not this one. Yeah, why did it go over there? Okay, be right back, guys. 1 second. So if I go into here, I don't care if you guys see this. Let me just add source browser, and let me just paste this one. Okay. Oh. Okay, there we go. What our thing? How do I crop this? How do I crop? How do I crop this? How do I crop it, bro?
And holding down the Alt button while I'm sliding these in, allowing enough space for any growth on the...
Eh? How? Oh my god, wait. What is happening? Okay, there we go. Okay, there we go. There we go. Bro, this is not good. Let me just remove this. Oh my, oh, brother, I might be dumb. I wanted to delete this, man. Yeah, there we go. And where did she go?
First up, you're going to go into YouTube Studio and go under
Analytics. Oh, okay, makes sense. One second. So for this, I'm just gonna be right back. Okay. I'm going to studio. See live countdown. And then we're just gonna copy this. And we're gonna go into we're gonna go into OPS and browser. We add this. It's asking for me to log in. How do what? I think I can interact with it, right? Yeah. 1 second, guys. One second. I have to go interact mode. Yeah. Can we kiss me, boy? Cha-da-da-da, da-da, da-da-da-da. Okay, there we go. We finally have it. And then we're gonna cut this like this, and we're gonna go this. There we go. And then should it be visible in okay, there we go. Man, I don't need this actually. Remove. Not remove. Bro, just remove this shit. Yeah. And we're going to be right back. Just wanna. Why can't I copy this? Okay, copy. And then we're gonna go into scenes. And we're gonna paste. There we go. Set it over there, right? Okay, there you go. Okay, that's that. So where was he? Where were we? Yeah, input. So I download the input and I don't need the text area actually. Let me just remove the text area. So I'm just gonna cut this, remove the text area, and I don't need the text area. Where I'm gonna use input. So that's the input, right? Yeah, input. Is there anything special to do this? Okay, I just is this input, I believe. Let's see how it is. Okay, now we're just gonna add class name. What was the class name? Yeah, margin bottom. I need 50. Is that do we add height like 10? How do I add height? I don't know. Okay, let me just make this. Okay, let me just leave the design part. Okay, I want to close this model when I click the cancel button. So how do I do this? I wanna close the dialog when I click the where is the cancel? Yeah, there you go. Let's see how it is. Okay, let's see. To close the dialog, you need your dialog close component in your library. Oh. Hey, don't I have a... Is there a dialog close? Oh, there is a dialog close. And then dialog close as child. So where's the cancel button? Okay, let me just cut this. Dialog close as child. Okay, I'm just gonna paste this. Oh, there we go. So when I click this, closes the dialog. Yeah, what I wanted to do is I want to get into the actual data and part. So let me just ask actual. Let's see. I'm just going to Gemini or AI Studio. Let me just go into AI Studio because I have 2.5 Pro over there. So yeah. What is this? Okay, I don't care. I just wanna have a chat with it. 2.5 conduction, not there we go. Let me add a little bit of temperature. I think it's 0.7 or something. 0.7. There we go. The temperature makes the... This is my current file. I'm learning React/Next.js. Now I wanna learn actual to do implementation with this slash with objects. Let me just add with objects. Objects. Teach me as a beginner. Let's see. So, bro, what? Is this because the temperature I controlled? Let's put it back. I don't think it's the temperature. Man. User access exceeded quota. What do you mean I have quota to using 2.5 on this here? I'm just gonna change that account. Let me just log in with another account, guys. There we go. There you go. Let me ask the same question. 0.7 content. There we go. Close this. Close that. 0.5. There we go. Let's go. Oh. Let me just edit this. I'm learning React / Next.js say complete noob. I know. Okay. This is my current page. I wanna get into messing with data. Let's say in future I wanna interact with Superbase or DB. So right now I wanna learn the data part with objects considering the future. Let's see guys. The reason I put down the 0.7 is this because you added a little bit of randomness. Of course, let's dive into the managing your Next.js application. We'll start with an in-memory array of object and wire it up to your UI representative. Okay. Do I create another data.tsx? Okay. Do I do that? Yeah, let me ask you something. Bro, I don't know how to use this one, man. Use cheat. First of all, let me learn how to use the use cheat, bro. I'm just gonna use LM, notebook LM. Okay, wait 1 second, guys. Okay, notebook. Do I have? Huh? What? So I don't think I have that right now. Okay, let me just create a new notebook. Okay, so I'm just going to use notebook LM, and for that I think I can use context 7 Next.js. Okay, this is the main one I'm looking for. Can I use Next.js? Can I use Next.js? Let me just use context 7 actually. Next.js. Next.js link. I'm just gonna copy the link. I don't know, man. Let me just add. Let me see. Okay, I want Next.js. I want TypeScript. This is the TypeScript. So I'm just gonna copy the link. Does this have full everything? No, I don't think this is have. This have full everything. Just forward to context. So I'm just going to Next.js. So this has not this much. Okay, whatever. Shared CN UI. Okay, there we go. I think I also need shared CN because I use it a lot. Website shared CN. This is rename. Let me just rename it to TypeScript. Let me just rename this to shared CN. Shared CN. And finally, let me just rename this to Next.js. Okay. So first of all, let me just create. Oh, what is this? Huh? Okay. Okay, let me just go into whiteboard mode. Teach me about a and what was I doing? Use state from React. Teach me about use state in React. I want to add React too. Yeah, so let me just go into here. What is the official doc? Yeah, I think that could be a React data. I think this could be it. Okay, let me just add this too. Why do I have this? I think my notebook LM just stopped, I believe. Why isn't it working? Exit. Bro, why isn't it working? Okay. Okay, try to pick them. I hate having this, man. Okay, let's see. Let me just auto select. Teach me how to use state in React. I just get the idea. Like, I know it's used to track a state of something. Okay, state of something. But like a button to know if it's turned on or not. Oh, what is this happen? Okay, Google delete. What is this? I don't know if it's turned or I know it's turned or off, but I don't know where to use it. Set how to use it. Why use it? Why bother using it? What happens if I don't use it? Teach me the syntax, a step by step guide. After this, I should be a master at use state. Yeah, there we go. I'm just gonna let it read. Oh, what happened? Oh my god, bro. No way. No way, man. Why? Why did I do this? 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 Oh my god. Nah, man. Thank god I copied actually. Okay, let me just create an audio overview too. Okay, I think this should be this. Okay, there we go. Create a mind map, flashcard, and some quiz too. Let me generate all of those. And let me ask this AI too. All of this. What is this? Dynamic communication. What is user by bothering is this is a hook. Hook. What is hook? Bro, I don't know any of this. Primary use of useState in React. It declares the state variable between renders, allowing components to remember the information. Okay, I get this now. What does useState? What is an hook? What is hook? What is hook, guys? I think I need to watch a video on something. A hook is a specialized type of function that provided by React library like allow to state, cycle, like side effects, and context. Class component. They easily understand hooks in React. Bro, I don't know what is hook says, man. I actually don't know. What is this?
Have you ever thought about how your React components can easily react to things happening around them, like getting new data every time something happens, or handling components that can dynamically update and respond to real-time events? Well, that's what useEffect is for. This powerful
useState. Okay. This is kind of video I think I will do. Let's see.
Welcome to the last useState tutorial you're ever gonna have to watch.
Yes,
Obviously,
exactly.
If you watch this video, you're gonna understand useState completely. You're gonna know how to use it, when to use it.
Exactly.
And then you'll be able to go out and teach this to others and look like a senior.
Exactly.
Does this sound good to you? Great.
Perfectly.
Let's jump on my computer screen and learn about useState. Alright, cool. So we're now on my computer and I have here a very simple application that we're going to use to learn how to work with useState. But before we get started implementing this hook, we have to understand what state is, because that is very important. That's a very important concept in applications in general. State, the simplest way that you can think about this is data that changes with time, right?
Okay.
Data that can be different from one point in time to another. Or if we're talking about React, that can be different from one render to another, because what we're doing here is we're creating renders, we're rendering JSX, and every time we render this piece of state, currently we have none, but state can be different. So a simple example is, think of a loading spinner, right? We're fetching some data from an API.
Okay.
And while that data is being fetched, we want to show a loading spinner to the user, right?
Yes.
Because we want to show that something is happening in our application.
Okay.
To do that, we might have a piece of state that we'll call loading, and that will be set to true when the request is being fired. And then when the request returns the response, our loading is going to be set to false, and then our data is going to be displayed. Our data is also state because it can also be different, right? Before we fetched the request, there was no data. So data was undefined or an empty list or whatever. But after we fetched our data, the data then becomes the data that we get from the server. You can also imagine that we would do something similar with an error. Say that something happened during our request. We want to show the user an error. Maybe we want to send a notification. We want to do something. We need to track the state of our component. Is it loading? Is it error? Or do we have data? That is state.
Okay.
Remember, state is any piece of information that can change over time across renders in React. Cool. So now that we understand what state is, let's start implementing useState, because useState is the hook that you use in React to manipulate state.
Okay.
To do that, we're going to create a simple counter application. It's going to be very simple. It's just going to have one simple counter and two buttons, one to increment and one to
decrement. Okay,
so let's
perfect.
begin. First, what we're going to do is we're going to import useState from React. So we'll do import and then useState from
React.
And then we'll create just a little bit of space here. And then we want to create our state variable. So what we'll do is we'll do const, and then we're going to open an array. And here's how useState works. The first variable in the array, because there can only be two, The first variable in the array is always the state variable. What is it that we're trying to display here, right? In our case, it's going to be the count, because we want to keep track of the count, and then we're going to have two buttons that increment or decrement the count. So our variable is going to be count. Then you want to do a comma, and the second element in this array is always going to be the updater function that updates the count. In our case, yes, the count, the state, right? So we're going to call this set count. Now, I want to take a moment to pause here and mention that I could have named these in any way that I wanted. I didn't have to put count here. I didn't have to put set count. I could have put berries and then set data or whatever. They don't have to match. However, as is in programming, you first want to give a very descriptive name to the actual variable that holds the state. And then by convention, the updater function is always going to be set and then whatever the variable is.
Okay. That's a convention.
Nothing is going to break. There's no errors that are going to happen, but it is best practice to always call this set and then the variable name, because if you think about it, it makes sense, right? You have a variable, you have some piece of state, and you want to update it, so the updater function is going to set that variable, so it should be called set whatever it is.
Okay, perfect.
Set count. Cool. And then we're going to do equals use state, and then we're going to put a parenthesis here. Now, if I save this like this and then come here in my component and remove this and then put count and then display our count, right? We're going to do this, and if we save, you're going to see that all that is shown is count. There's no actual count being displayed, right? Ideally, we maybe would want a 0, because we would start our count at 0 and then we can go up or down from there. But nothing is being shown. Why is that? Well, it is because we have not provided a default value. State can take a default value, and if you don't provide one, then it is going to be undefined, right? Our count currently is undefined. So to fix that, we can put a default value in the parenthesis here. If I do this and save, then you see that our count is
I understand some shit. I understand something. Okay, I want to do something. So in Next.js, I think you use app-based routing. So I'm just going to create a new folder called what is this? Count. I'm going to create a count folder, and I'm just going to reach.tsx. And how did we, and let me just export default function and counter. I think you use capital, right? Yeah, counter. And we're gonna return a div. We're gonna return a div with what do you say? Okay, in this div we're gonna have, let's try to create this one actually first of all with chats in UI. Just gonna go like over there. Is there a card? Yeah, I do have a card. Okay, I do have a card. Okay, let me import card first of all. Import. Let me import all of this actually. Let me import card, and then inside this div we're gonna have a card where we're gonna, okay, let's see what does this have. Card action content description header type. Okay, let me just copy this, and so, but okay, let's see if this is working actually. If I come over there and 3000 / count, it should work, right? Yeah, it is working. So first of all, I want to create a button on this over here somewhere. I don't know. Add to do flex one. Okay, let me create a new button facing a secondary. Add to do count. Okay, let's say it's a count, and its variant is secondary, right? Let me just copy this. Just go like this. Secondary. Why didn't it add it? Oh. Oh, it added over there. Nah, it's not over there. Let me just cut this. Add to do. Huh? No, where am I adding this, man? Create a to do. Add to do. Okay, I think this should be over there. It's an alert dialog trigger. Okay, there we go. And then let me ask this. How to route to account in Next.js? I'm learning. Don't edit the code. Teach me. So I call a on click. Is that how we do it? Why are we using context 7? Why are we using context 7 for this? I think you already know the answer. Okay, link component. Oh, okay. So is that how we do it actually? Import link. Yeah, next link. And then I just add this one inside the okay. It's the count one. Okay, instead of count, we're gonna need link href. Link href is equals to /count. In this, we're gonna have a count button. Oh, there we go. Okay, let me just add a to do. Create add to do. Okay, add to do name class name. Padding. Oh. Is this how you add padding to the right side? Padding right. Let me just add 10. Oh, padding, not padding, margin, bro. What am I saying? Okay, I don't need this much of, so I'm just gonna give it 5. There we go. Okay, there we go. Now we're gonna go over here and then class name flex. Yeah, I'm just gonna go flex, and then inside the card we're gonna add a class name. Full width. How to add 15 pixel width? Width of 15. Okay, that's how we do. Width of 50. That is too low. 500. Oh, that is too much. 100. I cannot even see the card component. Let me just add an 80 or something. Oh. Whatever, bro. 100. There we go. Let me just add 500 pixels. How to make this component take enough space needed by its content also align to center and align to center of the screen. To make your card component take only the space needed by its content and justify center. That's what I'm saying. Justify center. Whoa. Yo, why did we disconnect? Wait. Okay. There you go. Justify sender. Item sender. Width full. What does this do? Width fit. MX auto. What does this do? Card action, I don't care. Okay, let's see. Okay, we're gonna edit the count. Okay, we're gonna have a count. We don't need the description. And then we're gonna have a link. Let's add import link. Import link from React. Add video invert link. Yeah, ഇതിനകത്ത് link. Okay. Actions in അടുത്ത് we're gonna have a button thing. We're gonna have a button. Did we import button? Oh, it's gonna auto import, bro. So why problem? So and then we're gonna link href to. We're gonna link to source, and isn't this how we do it? Why is there a semicolon there? Huh? Oh, this should be inside. Huh? Wait. Oh, I just forgot to remove this one. That's it. And we're gonna link to over there. Boom, bada bing. We're gonna say back. Click back. Okay, there we go. We're just gonna add a margin to it, and it's gonna fix everything. Trust me. So we're gonna go on to this button. Class name. Margin to left side by 10. It's gonna push this out of the guide. Okay, let me just not do that. And width of 500 pixels, maybe 500 pixels. I think I have to add the item center. Item center to make it. Item center with full. Oh my god, no. How to make this come to the middle of the screen? A current approach with the should center the both horizontal. However, for the vertical divide, the container needs to have a definite height. Okay, minimum height എന്ന് പറയുന്ന സ്ക്രീനോ? So does this work? Okay, it works now. And we're gonna have a, what do you say, a text area with the what do we add here? So we're gonna have a, let me just boot up Excalibur. My eyes, is it not dark mode? Oh, okay, why is it not dark mode, bro? How to make this dark mode? I can see that. Maybe, okay, there we go. Oh my god, okay, fine, perfect. So I just need something like something like this. We're gonna have a counter text, right? We're gonna have a counter text there. We're gonna have our number displayed. And a small plus button over there. And a small button over there. You know, something like this. Should we use card inside the card? How are we doing this? How are we doing this? How are we doing this? Let me drink some water. How are we doing this, man? How are we doing this? So how are we doing this? Well, I don't need the footer. Let me just remove the footer, card footer. Remove this. Card container, I'm gonna have a div. With a class name flex and flex dash one. That's how we do it, right? Yeah, flex dash one. So inside I'm gonna have a button. Oh, not this button. Oh. Did it automatically import? Yeah, it did. Okay. We're gonna have a button. Let me see how this button appeared. Okay. So let me just make this into a plus button. So it's an incrementable button. There we go. And like a class name flex dash one, and we're gonna have the same button as negative and flex dash 2. Oh, flex dash not 2, bro. Flex 1. It's gonna take equal size and do we add gap over this one? Oh my god, what? Gap 2 on the div, okay. Gap dash 2. There we go. And then I think I should have added this in the footer. So I'm just gonna copy this there. Card footer. Let's copy this. Huh? Why didn't it take? What? What's the problem? What's the problem? So because of footer issue. Okay, let me just screw this. Let me just go back to. Let me just do this. Okay. And I'm gonna add something to display the text. What do you use to display the text? Chat, command, text, context menu, power. What does field does? this. Okay. I like this one. Variant outline. Okay. What does SM name? KDB. I mean still KDB, bro. Variant. We can just hover on the variant to get the outlined variant like this. And I can just copy this one. Oh, copy it. Just paste it out there. And then let me just yes, accept. Add KD. Okay, KDB plus. Let's see how it looks like. Damn. That looks nice, man. KDB. KDB. Minus. There we go. I'm just gonna learn shit, man. I'm just gonna learn shit. I don't know. How long am I been streaming for? 1 hour. I need to lock in for at least 3 hours, you know? I actually need to lock in at least for 3 hours. What do you guys think? Okay, let me just mute myself and see how my audio is coming. 1 second, guys. Okay, let me just mute my audio. Yo, boys, I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Let's go. Let's lock in. So where we? Yeah, we have two things. On top of this, I want to add something on top of both of these button, but in center. Let's see. Let's see how we do it. But do we use a text area or something else? That's the question. Menu bar, I think it's not. No. Status, pagination, power. What is power? Something like that. Resizable. Separator, skeleton. I think I need to learn how to use this. Yeah, skeleton. Okay. Spin. Oh, damn. Text area. Yeah, I'm just gonna display a symbol H1, bro. What? Okay. How to add an H1, but the H1 should be like, how do you say, above the both of the buttons, but centered. Flex column. Item center gaps for. To add a centered action above the buttons, you can. So I wrapped this inside another div, column div. Is that how we do it? I think that's how we do it. So I need to cut this. Need to create a div. Inside the div, we have a class name. It's a flex, obviously, and it's a flex column. Items center. Item center gap 4. Okay. And then inside we have an H1. We're just gonna say it in 1. And then yes, we have the div. Let's see how this looks like. Okay, there we go. Yeah, something like this, I don't know. Bro, I suck at UI, man. Oh. Wait, so what should I do then? Vertical flexbox column, items and horizontal. max WD. Uh, with full max WD. Let's go for this. With full. Oh, with full. Ah. Okay. Okay, another question. I'm gonna make a simple counter. Should I write the logic in the same page.tsx count, or should I create a new file? What's the convention? Let's see. But my video seems 1 second guys. Okay, be right back. Let me check this. Yeah, it's not that bad. Yeah, there we go. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. It is what it is, bro. It is what it is. Okay, perfect. So, okay. Let me ask you, what is the convention? What was the convention? For a simple count, it's perfectly fine to implement the logically. This is just not fine. A simple components that don't require complex. Yes, how can you play? Okay, I don't need to know. Make it a client component. A custom hooks for building a simple using the modern again. Okay, let's learn the video then. Let's go.
Function, and then optionally you can provide a default value, which is
Okay,
very useful
import
because you have a lot
use
of
state.
cases where you would need state.
Import use state. Okay, let's import that shit. Import use state. Okay, import use state from React.
And you would want your state.
Okay, inside this, before I return const an array of count und set count und set count und is equal to use state. Okay, use state default value of 0. And if I display, instead of where was the one I added? Okay, instead of 1 I display, let's see, let's display count. Wait, count. What does it display? Yeah, let me just move this actually. What happened? Use client library. How do I do that? How do I fix this? Let me go to the docs. We need to use the use client. Okay. I just need to add this on top. Is that it? Is that it? Did I fix this? Oh, there we go. Okay, it's displaying the 0.
State to start with some default value. Perhaps you have some data in the cat or you use it full, which means that it uses some piece of state in its components. Cool, so we have state, but we have no way to update the state. So let's fix that. Let's create 2 buttons. I'm going to start by creating 1 button, and then I'm going to call this one increment to, first of all, if I click this right now, nothing happens, right? Because we did not attach anything to its on-click event listener. So let's do that. I'm going to put on-click, and then I'm going to give it an inline arrow function. So that looks like this. And then I'm going to do set count. And then what is the new value that we want to put, right? This
Count is equal to plus plus. Count plus plus. Okay, let me see. Let me see if that's basically what he's trying to do. Good. Variant. Let's create an on click. Okay. On click. We're gonna evoke an arrow function, which is like this. So we create like this, and this function will contain set. We're gonna have a set count function, which is going to
increment, which means simply I will do this
count plus 1. Count plus 1, or just count plus plus, right? That also works, right? Huh? Count plus 1. Let me just copy the on click thing, and let me just add it to there, and count minus 1. What does this do? Ah, there we go. We have a simple counter now. So was that it? Okay. So theoretically, if I come back and go back to count, because we are defining, yeah. It's because I believe if I come up to this side, this page loads for the first time, and when it loads, it's gonna predefine the count as 0, and when we increment it, it's gonna increment, but when we go back, the page unloads. So basically it's not in the memory, and when we visit again, it loads for the one more time, basically calling that default value to be 0. Okay, I see how it is. Okay. At least it's working.
Let's see what happens to our app. I click, it goes up to 1. I click, it goes up to 2. I click, it goes up to 3. This function on click will take the current here and then do decrement. And then instead of count plus.
Okay, I think basically that's it, right? Is that it? Is that it? Is that it, guys? Is that it, boys and girls? Did we make progress today? Let me see. I go back. Your to-dos. Count. Back. So that's basically it. Okay. Bada bim, bada boom. Add countdown. So that's it for today, right? I think that is for today. I think that should be enough. We made some progress, but I'm pretty sure we're gonna make a huge progress in tomorrow, because I don't know, man. I just feel like I don't know what to do after this actually. I don't know what should I do after this.
One, we're going to do count -1. Now we have two buttons. I can increment it and I can decrement it, and the buttons behave as we want it to, right? This is in its simplest form how to use useState. You now know how to have state, how to update the state, how to set its default value, and with this you can literally do anything that you want in your application, which is good because most applications, if not all applications, have some sort of state and use this hook in their code base, right? So it's a very crucial skill to understand. All right, cool. So there you go. That was useState. I told you it was going to be simple, right? You can now go out and use it in any application that you work on. And like I told you,
This was a good video, bro. This was a good video. I'm gonna like this.
You can go out and teach this to someone and look like a senior developer. If you've enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe.
Okay, so that's basically it. Okay. I just need to call the UST. That's it, right? Okay. Okay. What do we do now? What do we do now? Should we, do something? Yeah, let's move on with that thing. We were doing that thing, right? Like the data part. Okay. So we're gonna have initial to-dos, managing to-dos, use state from React tag. Okay. I want to learn how to use the dot map. I actually learned this, but I forgot what this does. Dot map. Can't send to do. Oh my god, this seems. I don't know how to use this. Should I do this now? I'm getting very sleepy now, actually. Okay, we're gonna leave this for tomorrow. Yeah? We're gonna leave that for tomorrow. So that's the tomorrow's agenda. So we made some bit of progress because we learned how to create a model. We learned how to close a model. We learned how to route to a new page. We messed with some of the CSS and shit. We added a working increment. We added a back button. Yeah, basically, I think I see this as a win, actually. So basically, I think that concludes for today, I believe. Let me be right back. Okay. think that concludes for today. I think I will, hopefully I can come tomorrow, and let's see. See you guys. Bye bye. Yeah, let me just put it, Loki put it over there. There you go. Okay. See you guys tomorrow.